What is going on, guys? Sebastian here. Today I'm going to be going over a thread I see a lot, and a lot of sellers ask me, they're like, hey Sebastian, should I do retail arbitrage or private label? So this video I put together real quickly just to show you the pros and cons of both. Now, personally, I'm all about private label, but I'm going to go ahead and lay out the numbers so you can decide for yourself. So let's say, and if you don't know what retail arbitrage is basically buying something at a deep discount and reselling it on another marketplace. So for example, if Walmart is selling, they're doing a clearance sale for yoga mats, right? And you're able to get, So you're able to get a yoga mat. All right. And this yoga mat is $9 Walmart. Okay. Yoga mat, $9 at Walmart. And you can see that you can sell it on Amazon, right? For $25. You're thinking, okay, that's pretty sweet, right? I can get, this yoga mat for $9 and send it into Amazon and it'll sell for $25. Looks like you're 2xing your money. So I'm going to kind of go over this for you real quick. Retail arbitrage, you can make some money on it, but you really have to think about opportunity costs. And opportunity cost is something I like to circle around to. What's the best investment of your time when you're going to start a business? So one, you had to take the time to source this product, right? So this is, let's do this. Retail. One, time, and a lot of it, right? A lot of time to do retail arbitrage. You had to drive to Walmart, waste gas, and you also had to source, for hours and hours in person and find all of these products manually, and that is incredibly time consuming. I've done retail arbitrage, and I'm telling you right now, there's nothing fun about it. There are also online websites where you can do retail arbitrage, which kind of makes this process a lot easier for you. You're able to automate some of the processes. However, it's not scalable. And whenever you're going into a business, you always have to ask yourself, okay, am I able to scale this business? Is this business able to run without me doing anything, right? So retail arbitrage, maybe you can, get complicated systems in place, but ultimately, another question you're gonna have to ask yourself is am I able to sell this business? And more times than not, with retail arbitrage, you won't be able to sell it, in 18 months. So it's a very short-term plan, and you're really fighting, scraps. And that's what I'm asking. You have to ask yourself, what's the best time investment I have? So in this example, you went to Walmart, you got this on clearance for $9, and you're like, okay, cool, I can sell this on Amazon for $25. So then if you do the math right there, it's gonna be $16, I believe. Okay, so you do, did I do that right? $16, okay. So you're gonna say, okay, it's a nice little profit, but you also have to take out Amazon fees. So that's gonna be, you got $11 right there, right? So you spent gas money and time. You have to ask yourself, what's your time worth to you? If it took you 3 hours at Walmart to find one product that you were able to buy for $9, I didn't even include the shipping charges that you were gonna have to do to send it to Amazon. Let's just say at a very minimum, shipping, minus $1, $10. Let's do shipping. Okay, so you got $9, you got it, Now you're at 16 minus 5 for the Amazon fees, right? Because if it sells for $25, you're not going to get the full 25. Amazon's going to take their cut, so they're happy. And so you're left with $11, and then we also have to subtract the shipping that it took, and I'm saying minimum $1 that it took you to send it over here to Amazon. Now here's another costs that people overlook, and it's how much do you want to get paid an hour? Let's say it took you 3 hours to find just this one product, right? You plus gas, right? So let's draw a little arm here. Gas money, right? Unless again you're able to do this online, obviously this is not a factor. However, even if you're doing it online, you have to look at time spent sourcing products. Cool. Okay, so for $9, you have to look at, okay, if you spend any gas money on that, and also what was your time? What was the time spent finding this one product? Even if you're doing online retail arbitrage, it also takes your time. There is software that helps with all of this, but let me paint this picture for you real quick. You buy it for $9, sell it for $25, right? You're left with $10. So let's say it took you 3 hours to find this online or in person. Let's just say 3 hours of looking through products. You finally found a good deal with a decent selling price on Amazon, right? So you're like, okay, I can get it for $9. You're looking through hundreds of thousands of products in person or online, and you finally found one like, okay, $9, could sell it for $25. This is a good deal, right? So let's say it took you 3 hours spent. Okay, so let's divide $10, 3 divided by 10. 3 hours divided by $10. That's $3. That's a whopping $3.33 an hour. Now you have to look at it this way, and I'm not too sure if anyone's ever broken, retail arbitrage and private label like this, right? People are like, oh, you can buy it for $9, you can buy it for $5 and sell it for 25. Yoga mats, right? You can find a book for $1 and sell it for $8, but people are forgetting the shipping, the fees, and your time. What's your time worth to you? And I suppose if you don't mind getting paid $3.33 an hour, you're better off, being a busser at a restaurant. You'd still make more an hour than all this time spent. You'd make way more as a busser than doing this complicated system to only make $3.33. Time investment. So think about your time. What's it worth? So that's a question you have to ask for yourself. This is the retail arbitrage section. Now let's go into the private label section. All right, let's get this going real quick. Okay, so now that we got retail arbitrage out of the way, let's look at private label. So Walmart, you got the yoga mat for $9, but let's say you wanted to private label yoga mats, right? And you check and you're able to source it, let's just say from Alibaba, for $3, right? Let's see. Yoga mats, $3. I'm a terrible artist if you can't tell. Let's do this again real quick. $3 for yoga mats. You're able to get it from Alibaba, right? Boom. Now you're able to see, okay, what if I can sell this on Amazon now for $25? Say you're able to source a better yoga mat and sell it on Amazon now for $25. Yoga mat. Yoga mat. Now I'm not saying yoga mats are a good product example. I'm just trying to compare that retail arbitrage and private label are a very different animal, and you have to decide for yourself which one's worth it for you. So you're able to get a product, right? $3 Alibaba, sell it $25 on Amazon, and let's say you're able to now target enthusiastic people who love yoga. And you can do that on Facebook fairly easily, but you're able to target people because yoga and fitness, it's a very big industry. So I can easily see how you can scale into different products just with yoga mats. But before I get ahead of myself, let's work out the numbers here. Okay, so let's say $3. Now let's do the math. All right, so now this is your brand, this is your private label, and then you subtract. That is $22. Now let's subtract $5, the Amazon fee. So now you're left with $17. And now let's take out again shipping. Let's just do the $1. $16. Okay. Now that you're looking at it this way, you're able to get it for $3, and this is going to be your true landed profit margin. Now you can also, there's other numbers you can take out like cost of advertisement. I'll get into that in another video called the CPA. You have to know what your cost per acquisition is. But just from this alone, $16. Remember, before it was $9. It was $9 left when you put in the $9 investment, but it took you 3 hours, right? And with retail arbitrage, there's no way for you to scale, and there's also not a way for you to really sustain sales at that exact profit margin that you did for that first product. You're gonna have to continue to scavenge and pour hours into this, just to stay, somewhat profitable. Now, put it to you this way. Is private label hard? Yes, it is. Is retail arbitrage hard? Yes, it is. At the end of the day, though, you own this product. You can scale to as many as you can sell. You know what your margins are going to be every single time. So now you have to ask yourself, which hard do I want? Do I want retail arbitrage, or do I want to do private label? They're both hard. So it's up to you to choose your hard. And if I were to put my money on it, looking at private label, let's say this took you 3 days to find a good, let's say this took you 3 days, right, to find a good manufacturer, a good quality product. You're able to land it for $3, but it took you 3 days, as opposed to the retail arbitrage yoga mat took you 3 hours, right? So you're like, okay, 3 hours cost you $9, 3 days, but you're able to source it cheaper. Now let me put it to you this way. So let's divide 3 days by $16. So let's do 16 by 3, and it's gonna be, it's about 5.3. So you're like, okay, I'm making $5.30 a day if I only sold one. Okay, now here's the beautiful thing where I love private label. You only have to do this part once. only once. So if you add up all the hours of trying to source your retail arbitrage products, if you add up all those hours day in and day out, online, and also if you're doing it in person, like at Walmart or other discount stores, that's gonna equal months. If you've been doing it for a long time, years, right? Compared to this 3 days. This is all the investment you had to put in to get a good supplier. Now this thing just runs, right? If you run out of stock, you know exactly how to calculate your numbers. For every $3 I put in, I'll be getting back around 16 bucks. And now this beast, can you scale this? Yeah. What if I sell 2 a day? What if I market it and I'm able to get 10 a day, 100 a day? Now you're starting to see how this thing adds up. Can you sell a private label business? Yes, you can. You know, if you have a strong brand and a strong presence on Amazon, and you know you have a lot of things in place that are working properly for you, you can sell this private label business. So let's say your private label business, you know, you end up doing let's say you're doing $5,000 a month, right? This is your brand. You know, you don't have to keep sourcing and breaking a sweat. You do it all once and you let the machine run. Boom, give me a sale, give me a sale, give me a sale. And say you're doing a reasonable, say you're doing $5,000 a month. Yeah, say you're doing $5,000 a month. And you're able to keep this consistent, right? You know exactly who your customer is, you're driving traffic, you're making tons of sales on Amazon because this is your brand. And you're making $5,000 a month, and you're able to pull this off for, let's say, at least 18 months. Amazon is a beautiful business because it's 2 types of businesses in one. Amazon is a capital gains business, which means it will be worth more over time, and it's a cash flow business, right? So it's those 2 types. Cash flow, meaning you're getting paid every month, give me my money. Each month you're getting your 5 G's, and then in 18 months, let's say you're able to get like a 20x multiple. I'll get into all the things I'm saying in other videos, but let's say in 18 months you're able to sell it for 20 times of what your monthly profit is. So that'll be $100,000. Let's just say 100. It's a lot of zeros. Okay, so if you can take the time investment to learn how to private label a product, source it inexpensively, differentiating yourself from the competition. Don't just sell what everyone else is selling on the first page. Make it unique. Have a story behind it. You're able to sell it to 25. You're making your 16 bucks right here. In 18 months, if you're keeping your profits steady at 5,000 a month, 18 months, you'd probably be able to sell that for about 100,000 plus, right? Now you have to ask yourself, my time invested, was it worth the 3 days? $100,000, 18-month buyout. 3 days, $100,000, not to mention all the cash you're making each month. This is cash flow. This is capital gains, baby. Cash flow and capital gains, beautiful, beautiful things. And you cannot do any of this with retail arbitrage. There is no steady profit margin you can have in your head. It's not a set number. It's almost like an amateur way of doing business. And Amazon is just that. It's a business, and you actually have to know numbers. You have to know what your time is worth to you. You have to know business. You have to have just general business knowledge when you're starting any business. So the same translates to Amazon, right? So I was just comparing the two. I mean, I know people still doing retail arbitrage. they're doing okay. But the vast majority of people, myself included, who are crushing it, who are doing 6 figures, are primarily all in private label. You can also wholesale, and there's some other, like a vendor account, but for the sake of this video, I just wanted to show you, I don't know if you've ever seen it this way, if you've ever really seen the opportunity of a private label versus, getting the quick buck on arbitrage. You can't scale it, it takes a lot of time, and you can't sell it. It's like the 3 no-nos in business, basically. Whereas a private label, it appreciates over time. You own the asset, basically. You don't own the customers, but you own this cash machine, and you're getting paid your cash each month, right? Give me my cash each month, and the longer you can keep this machine running, and you build a strong brand behind it, maybe a social media presence, you have a good message people are resonating with and are coming to buy your yoga mats and sharing them with their friends and their family. You have awesome yoga mats. Guess what? 18 months, you can look into selling it, boom, at least for $100,000 if you're doing $5,000 a month. Now, I'm not saying go into yoga mats or any of these products. I'm just trying to show you how to process your time investment. If you were to divide 3 days by $100,000, I'm not even including your monthly cash that you're making each month. Let's say you wanted to sell it. You're still making your monthly cash. Now you can divide 3 days by $100,000. It took you 3 days to find this product. That's like $33,000 a day. $33,000 a day compared to $3.33 is a huge difference, right? $3.33 an hour as compared to $33,000 a day if you're able to sell it in the future. All this is possible with private label. Yes, it takes a lot of work. There's a lot of components I didn't mention. I mean, plenty of things I didn't say about it, but generally speaking, this is where you want to go. But all right, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comments, send me an email, leave a comment below, and I'll try to get back to you as fast as possible. If you love the content, hit the like button, and do not forget to subscribe. I'll have plenty more videos coming. I'm going to try to do at least 2 videos a day for you guys, so I'll keep the content coming, and you guys take care.